Hi, this is Ron Funch, and you're no, that's not my name. Use this whole thing. This is Ron Funches, and you're listening to Laughs or Else. I don't know what the or else is. I assume it's like crying.
Searching for something never comes, never leads.
Welcome back to the LOERadio Show here on 89.3 WNUR-FM. You're hearing a little bit of Foo Fighters right now. This is All My Life. And that's because joining me in the studio is a good friend of mine. Please, loud applause for the one and only Big J. Big J, what's up, buddy?
What's up, everyone? How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing well, sir.
Excellent. Mind my voice, it's a little hoarse because I was at the show tonight.
Yeah, so I've clued the audience in before you showed up that you were possibly coming in after the show in Wrigley Field.
I made it throughout all the chaos. It was the streets were pretty insane.
How was it after you left the show?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, the show in itself was amazing, but just getting out of the building was a challenge in itself, all the construction and everything going on. So,
yeah.
We got the two seasons in the city here, We have construction season and winter.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's still potholes everywhere.
You know it.
Like, what are we paying all this money for roads for if they're never fixed?
Well, I have this theory here that I've been, in a little soapbox I have. But I don't know if you remember, but, growing up in Chicago, we used to have something called City of Chicago Streets and Sanitation Crews that would come out and do an actual, I'd say probably 90% decent job because they lived in those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Now we have construction workers, various like Walsh Construction.
Yeah.
With many to name.
Yeah, all the contractors.
Exactly, who don't live in those neighborhoods, and they just pretty much dump asphalt, and we tamp it down with our cars.
Yeah. That's how it works. Like, they don't even flatten it out anymore.
Nah.
It's still wet, and they're like, go ahead. I swear, there's times because I do a lot of driving for work, and I swear for miles at a time you'll see orange cones but nothing going on. I swear there's like a truck with two Mexicans on it going, hey, we need more cones over here, man.
Pretty much, I say.
Yeah. Hey, vato.
No, what it really amazes me is, you go north of the border where they do get more snow.
Yeah.
And they do have plows going, and their roads are like immaculate.
Yeah.
You have far less constituents, far less tax dollars. Yeah.
It's probably true about motorists, though, too. Like, there's far less motorists out there as well.
Oh, no. I mean, I go up there a couple times a year in the summertime, just kind of get away.
Yeah.
You got the Dells and all that.
Well, but drive up Fullerton, on any random day between, Pulaski and Harlem.
Well, how much damage can you do when you're sitting in traffic?
Yeah, I don't know. But then you got to figure in, all the trucks and buses and stuff. And, all that stuff. You can't be over 8 tons here, otherwise the street will collapse. You have a big sinkhole, and you'll be digging your kids out for a week.
Yeah, I really think the problem is that the people that aren't working in these neighborhoods aren't from these neighborhoods.
You don't think they respect it then?
No.
They just come in and they're like, we'll just crap all over this place.
Pretty much. I mean, I've seen it firsthand myself. I used to live over by Melrose and Ravenswood. It's a pretty affluent neighborhood. I'm sure you remember it growing up.
Yeah,
it was, we got chased around sometimes in that neighborhood by groups of various gangs.
Various individuals up to no good.
Yes, exactly, precisely.
Or as I like to call them, undesirables.
Yes. And now it's, I had Duncan Keith who lived at the front of the block.
No kidding.
Yeah, really.
He was holding it down. He was playing D.
Oh, yeah, defenseman of the year, and, he didn't show up for quite a while. But.
Hey, Duncan Keith may not have front teeth, but he's got a pretty good beard.
Amazing beard.
Yeah.
Very good-looking woman at that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So tell me about the show, man. I know Cheap Trick opened for him.
Yes.
They're a staple in Chicago, dude. Like, they were playing high schools back when my folks were in high school.
Yeah, I saw Cheap Trick last year actually at I can't remember which festival, the name of it, but it was up north in McHenry County, I believe it was. And they did a great job tonight. I mean, the stage was lit up well for them. I'll be honest though, I've never been the biggest Cheap Trick fan, so I'm not the best person to judge them. So no, if there's any fans out there, I'm not trying to step on any toes, but they did do a great job. I'm not taking anything away from them. Their showmanship was amazing. And the pipes are great, for being as old as they are.
Yeah, that's true, because they've been rocking since like the late 70s or mid 70s or whatever. And Mommy's all right, Daddy's. I'm sure. Was that their last song?
It was close to their last song. It wasn't the very last one. Actually, I made it a point to go get something to drink at, towards the end of that. So,
oh, yeah?
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that, I was able to listen, get back for the foos.
The foos.
The foos. Yeah, it's all about the Foo Fighters tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So there was only just the 2 acts then?
No, there's, let me see if I was actually, I'm not familiar with them. I believe it's called Radar Gun.
Radar Gun?
Radar Gun. And I very well could be wrong, and I showed up, I want to say about halfway through the rack, but they were a punk band, and they were pretty good. I liked them a lot. They rocked it. It was nice to have a nice mix of some good rock. I mean, the one thing that, and I can't really say much about David Grohl not playing Nirvana songs, but I wish I would have heard a jam or two,
something.
But it could be out of respect for all we know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, maybe he could pull a move where, you know what it is? It's probably Courtney Love's got some sort of law on her side that says he can't play.
She may own, almost a vast majority of the rights. That's
She's
very
like
true.
the intellectual property owner of all his stuff.
Here is a interesting fact that a lot of people may not be aware of that I learned tonight myself, as a matter of fact. This was a very, very special show for David Grohl.
Oh, yeah? How's that?
For the simple fact that I believe it's, once again, I'm not sure if it was when they were growing up, they lived in Evanston, but his cousin lives in Evanston.
Which is where we're broadcasting from.
Precisely, native. And, he used to watch her when he was a kid play with her band, which was a bunch of kids, and he just kind of told himself, hey, I'm a kid too. You could do this.
Right.
And, she also took him to his first show, real show that hit him up at the Cubby Bear. And if it wasn't for him going to the Cubby Bear that night and seeing that show, out of his own mouth tonight, he stated that none of this potentially could have been possible. So there could have been never any, Nirvana potentially, let alone Foo Fighters.
Because when Dave Grohl joined Kurt Cobain, that's when they became Nirvana. Because they went through many different names prior to that, different band members.